Hello and welcome back to another Stonksy video. Today we're going to be looking at how you set alerts on the oscillator. We'll also cover alerts on the actual indicator itself because it's been a while since we covered them. But before we do get into it, make sure you do drop a big like on the video. Make sure you subscribe as well and click the links in the description. Sign up to BLOFIN, create your non-KYC account today and get some great welcome bonuses. And at the time of recording, we are still running the 20% off your first month of Stonksy. If you haven't used it yet, do come and check it out. That is the second link in the description with the discount code there. Put it in at checkout on the monthly plan and you will get 20% off your first month, so take advantage of that. But without further ado, let's get into the video and have a look. So once you have got your Stonksy oscillator loaded up on screen as it is at the moment, just mention as well, at the time of recording, Bitcoin has dropped down significantly and then recovered very, very nicely as it stands. And the double confirmation came in great once again on the downside and then the upside. If you haven't already, check it out, the Mastering the 5-minute video on the channel. And yeah, make sure that you do take notice of this on the 5-minute and the 6-minute charts. It is something that comes very, very handy on volatile moves. Bitcoin catching the drop down and then the reversal in either direction. But let's get into it. So what you want to do, obviously, you'll have your oscillator loaded up as so. What you want to do then is come into alert up here. And then whatever it is that you set an alert on, whether it be Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, whatever it might be, you want to then select Stonksy Oscillator, Stonksy OSC, to make sure that you're setting the alert for the oscillator itself. Then you'll change whatever it is you want to know. So oscillator goes dark green, light red, dark red, whatever it is of the condition that you want to know. Now, if you are on a premium plan, you'll be able to set an alert for all four of these if you're on the trading view. If you are on the free plan, you can only set one alert, so that is something to bear in mind. But if you are on one of the paid plans, you get more than one alert, so you get a select number for whatever plan you're on. So you'll be able to set one for each one if you wanted it as that, or you can choose a specific one for whatever it is you're trying to do. And then what you will do is you will set it as only once per bar close, or once per minute. Now, if you want it to tell you each and every time that happens, so say for instance when the oscillator goes light red or pink, if you set it on once per bar close, then that will tell you each and every time that happens. If you only want it to tell you once, then it will only tell you once, and then you can obviously then change it if you want to keep it on every time, or if you want to just know one time, or if you want to know every time it goes light red and light green, then you can obviously set them as two different ones as well. Now, if you are wondering how to use the oscillator, or obviously what conditions you want to set for an alert to take advantage, do make sure you check out this article on our Medium page. You can find the Medium on the website or type in Stonksy on Medium. It will go through with you what the oscillator does, how it works, but also strategies on how to use it. So for example, this one does ones for low time frame, high time frame, and then a mixture with utilizing it along with Stonksy. But it will tell you exactly, obviously, what to look out for on the oscillator with the different colors, the 1 and -1 regions on the oscillator as well. So make sure you give that a read. Or when you join the Discord, SMFC is in there posting daily examples of the oscillator and Stonksy working together, or whether it be the channels or the oscillator signaling something, or you can just drop in there directly and ask him, how do I read this? And he'll tell you exactly that based on what you want to know. So all help is on hand, whether it be with the Medium page, whether you come into the live stream and ask, or you ask in the Discord, we can definitely get your head around it for you. So let's set an alert now, and I can show you exactly where it goes and then how you edit that alert once you've set it if you want to. So we'll go on to here now, and we will set it to tell us each and every time the oscillator goes light red. As you can see here, the color change into the light red from the dark. So I want to know each and every time it does that, and we are currently on the 5-minute time frame. Now bear in mind, whatever time frame you're viewing at the time of setting the alert, that is what the alert will be set for. So if you want to do it on a couple different time frames, you'll have to do it for that. So let's create that, which will then pop into here. So you can see here, oscillator has turned light red. So if you do want to, you can pause it, or you can edit it or delete it. So if you go into edit, you can edit it how you want. You can obviously have the notifications how you want, so in-app, on email, a couple of others as well. And you can give it a custom name if you want. So for instance, we could go light red, and there you go. We'll go back onto the settings and save, and then you can see here the name of it is light red. So that's how you customize it, delete it, or alter it once you're in there. So as you can see, I have actually just set a couple more alerts so we can look at how they are represented as different ones. So this is the first one I did that I named light red. Now you can see the second one. If you hover over them, it will actually tell you the conditions and the time frame and everything. So this one is for the oscillator turning light green. Now you can see here the time frame, so the 5 minute, 1 hour and 4 hour. Now I haven't named the top two. I could go in and do that if I wanted to, but I've set that on the 1 hour time frame. And then here I've set it for the oscillator turning dark green on the 4 hour. And I've set these all for the once per bar close to tell me every single time that happens, not just the singular one time. And then I can go in there and I could create a different name and stuff if I wanted to. So that's how you go in and manage the alerts. But also, if you want to set some for different time frames, how they'll be represented on here, you could go in and you could even name them. So if you wanted 2 light reds, for instance, you wanted a light red on the 1 hour and 5 minute, you could call it light red 1 hour, just to stand out a little bit more than it just being here. And then you can set them out exactly how you want. So what I will also cover now is how you set alerts on actual Stonksy background color change, because I've not covered it in a while on the videos. So just in case you would like to see that as well. So you go on to alerts, condition, obviously Stonksy. And then you can do the background color change for any of the conditions. So, you know, if you want it to, when the background color changes to green, regardless of what was it before, you can do any background color change. So anytime the background changes, you can do it from red to green, no change to green. There's lots and lots of background color changes that you can choose depending on exactly what you're after. You can also do the confirmation triangles as well, the bullish triangle or the bearish triangle. So you can set them as well. And then again, obviously you can set it to only once or once per bar close is where it would tell you every single time that happens. And then you would just come into the alerts section here and edit it the same way and name them the same way. So let's say we wanted to know a generic background change. So any time that the background changes, no matter what color it goes to, whether that's from green to red or no color change to red, whatever it may be, we'll then set that. Obviously this is on the 5 minute time frame again, and then that will come in here. And again, you know, we could come in here and then we could create a name and we could say 5 minute any background change, just so you get a bit more of an easier look at what it means. And there we go. So that's how you also set alerts for the background or the triangles on Stonksy as well. Yeah, so that's everything for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Just a reminder, make sure you do capitalize on the 20% off the first month of Stonksy. If you haven't used it yet, now is the perfect time. We are still running it at the time of recording, so it is called BOT20, and it's this monthly plan that you want. With this, you do get everything. So you get indicator, oscillator, Discord, bot access, and access to all upgrades that we make, whether that be onto the bots or onto the indicator themselves. But yeah, do make sure you take advantage of that whilst I'm running it, and make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. It's been a great video. Hopefully this has shown you exactly how you can set alerts on Stonksy, whether that be the oscillator or the actual indicator, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.